We're here because we like to talk a little bit about the building, the condition that it's in. We want these citizens of Milford, the town members, to actually come and take a look for themselves so they can see. It's you know, the floors are deteriorating. We're facing a lot of water damage, along with doors that don't open. It takes a lot of brute strength to actually get through them. Some just don't open. A lot of leaks above the gym floor. The bathrooms just need a lot of work. There's no handicap accessibility here. We like to hold programs for everybody in the community, and without having those things fixed, this building is not a building that anybody should be in.
The way this kind of started was the roof. You know, we have to fix the roof entirely. You know, we have leaks coming from the roof that comes to the main level to the basement. So that's kind of how this whole process started, was the fact that you didn't have a building that was keeping the weather out, you know, and then when you realize what's really going on with the building is that there's structural issues that have any 103-year-old building would have. So once you get to that point, you realize that you hit a certain amount of money and that forces code, you know. So when people see certain money that or numbers that were thrown out earlier, it's because you didn't have the architects come in and do the work to see what was really wrong with the building. And once you really see what's wrong with the building, once you do the roof, once you do the doors to maintain the integrity of the building, you're forcing code, and rightfully so. You know, this building should be accessible to every single Milford resident, whether you're young, whether you're old, whether you're handicapped or you're not. And it's not. And the town should take pride in this building and take pride that everybody uses this and everyone wants to use it. And if it is renovated, we'll be able to open up so many more programs and just allow everyone the dignity to be able to enter any floor of this building and at any time. So, I mean, it's at the very least, it's making it safe, handicap accessible, with some minor design work on the main level just to open it up for the function of the youth center more so. But the basement level and the main level will be left for future projects down the road, so that we didn't ask for too much, in the sense of, you know, we can do that down the road and for future planning and fundraising and things like that. We had John Erickson, the building commissioner, over last week, who had, after reviewing all the reports from our architects and then just his annual site visits, you know, it's just the conclusion that this building is in total disrepair, and that if this renovation does not go through, this building will be condemned. It means that come Monday at town meeting, if this isn't passed, this program will have no place to go. We see over 469 after-school kids registered. This is just for the school year alone, and there's no place that can house us right now in that capacity, and that's the reality of it. I mean, any type of idea that's tossed around that Middle School East is a viable solution, it's 3 years down the road, and we toured the facility ourselves, and it has no space like the youth center for our programs and for safety. I mean, you can't even go around the building without 7 different exit and entrance doors. And I mean, once we tour this building, you'll see all the programs we run, and that's just not possible. So really the only solution to salvage this program and a safe haven for the kids, and not only a safe haven for the youth, but the multiple organizations that utilize this facility year-round, you won't have this space for the town anymore. So it's just the reality that this program will end if this renovation doesn't go through. Well, first of all, you would look at the timing of it. The 2017 is the earliest possible timing of when we'd even be able to get the building, if at all. At the end of the day, it's the school committee and the selectmen that have that final decision. So when members of the finance committee or members of the community think that that's a solution, it's a very unknown possibility. Outside of that, like I said, the safety. I mean, we took the tour, and the building is in disrepair itself, and why the school was being changed anyways. But beyond that, you have a gym that's smaller than our gym. You have office space that's downstairs in a locker room, so you won't be able to monitor kids. You have classrooms that totally make the structure of the whole program, not exist for what we're looking for in a youth center. You want an open environment where you can monitor all the youth and the programs that are being run. Outside of that, you've already invested so much into this building. This is a Milford building. It's a beautiful building. You've had hundreds of thousands of dollars of donations put into this building for its general upkeep outside of any tax dollars. And then you have countless amount of hours of volunteer work that's helped sustain this building. Outside of that, we've had over $300,000, $400,000 worth of town meeting allocations for the eventual renovation of this center. So you're throwing away a lot of hard-earned, invested money that was meant to keep this building and this program alive. And I think that's just important to stress the reasons why it's just not possible to think that Middle East is really a solution. Well, downstairs, when we take the tour, you'll see batting cages. We have 3 batting cages that the Milford softball program and other town leagues use throughout the entire year, especially in the winter. But even if there's a rainy day during regular season, spring season, they'll call us up and ask if they can use the cages so that they don't lose practice time. You have a boxing ring that Sidney runs a program for, and that's a twice-a-week program that the kids love, and it's the longest-lasting program at the center. We have a weight room, we have a dance room. That's just the basement level that's utilized by other programs and our after-school program. And then you have this upstairs floor, which is the heart of the youth center, which the gym, you're downsizing gym size. We can run 3 programs at the same time with our divisions and with the size of our gym. And if you take the Middle East School East gym, you just cut that in half. And then you have a movie room, you have an arts and crafts room, you have a homework room, all on one basic level, one floor plan. And with our architects, they've designed it so that it's more open, so that we don't have this closed, structured layout. And that's exactly, if you bring us to Middle East, if it's even possible, you're going to be bringing us back to a situation where we can't monitor and we can't run those type of programs. And then you have upstairs where you have a giant meeting space where Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, Relay for Life, all these different local community groups use it for their meeting spaces, along with our leadership group too, that meets every Wednesday. We have daily and arts and crafts programs up there. So, this building is perfect for what we do, and it just can't be replicated in any other building. Currently, right now, we rely on outside donations or grants. Our major funder is United Way, and then Teachers Driving Academy as well. And then outside of that, the town covers our utilities and the director's salary. Anything outside of that is fundraising, grants, or donations, and revenue from rentals. So if you place us in a different building, like the proposed Middle East, you cut half of the way we sustain ourselves. From the basement level with the batting cages, we have people that come in and rent the space cage by cage, hour by hour, and then you have the gym space that is rented per court per hour, and then the meeting space upstairs as well. So again, you have to think long term. If we don't have a budget that sits within the town, then how do you sustain yourself if you're going to cut our source of revenue?
The town does not give us a budget for our programs. This is money raised through the youth center and through funding, grants, the United Way, again, the TDA. That's how we stay alive. Plans are to open up the first floor, make it more safe, handicap accessible, fixing the stairways coming into the building, which right now is a big tripping hazard, which is the reason why we don't use the doors right now to the front of the building. Our entrance right now is on the left side of the building as you're walking in. Our offices are also over there, and the renovation would open all that up, so everybody would walk in through the front door, up to an elevator for those that can't walk up the stairs, and would be right in the center of the youth center in an open floor plan. Right now, we have other programs set in place for, or if when the money is allocated for the project. These programs will be set all over downtown, and down towards Pheno Field. We will continue to run programs. We have office space that we will be able to go to. The only thing we have not approached yet would be the physical place where the kids can come and do their homework help, have a computer lab, and also a game room. But that is a process that I will continue to take once I find out on Monday what happens with the Article 24. Article 24 is for the renovation of the Milford Youth Center, and as you said, it's at $5 million, and it's really going to give us just handicap accessibility. It's going to allow for the Milford residents to be able to walk in, whether, like Jen said, whether you're handicapped or not, seniors. We have so much in here that to offer to the town of Milford that the town needs to see what we're offering. They need to come in and see it for themselves firsthand. Contact the Milford Youth Center at 508-473-1756 or email us at milfordyouthcenter@comcast.net, and you can schedule a meeting to come do a walkthrough at any time. We will take you on a tour and show you what it is that the Milford Youth Center needs. This is the home for the kids in the community of Milford. I think we need to take care of it.